What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another Go Brother Films. It's your boy Peter Panda, and my boy's not here today, and I'm kind of sad. My boy is feeling a little sick, so go over to his Instagram page and give him some love. So I'm gonna be doing this solo today. He sent me this video. You're about to see how bad he is right now. So show my boy some love because he's sick and he's helpless and he doesn't know what to do. So he couldn't be here with me today, but we had to continue the show.
What's up, guys? Letting you know I won't be able to shoot a video today. I'm feeling really sick. Some stuff going around. I don't know what it is, but it's hurting. Sore throat, coughs, all that, big old headache. But I'm gonna pass you guys on to Peter Panda. Apparently he's not sick, so he should be good to go, but I'm letting you know I'm gonna get better soon, and we'll be back at it. As always, keep that brothership strong, stay positive, keep grinding. Restless Roger out.
As you can see, my boy is feeling sick. I don't know what to do. I don't know how to help him. So, as you guys can tell by the title of this video, today we are going to be talking about Disneyland urban myths, legends. I don't know what you guys want to call them, but we're going to be talking about them today. I'm a huge Disney fan at heart. I was always there when I was a little kid. I still go there now as an adult. I love that place. It is the happiest place on earth until I read these, and now I'm a little scared. Thank God I only go to the one in California. I haven't been to the one in Florida yet, which is Disney World. And that's where most of these urban legends take place. So, we're gonna be talking about them today. Let me know what you guys think, if you believe them, if you don't believe them, if you're skeptical. I don't know. I don't even know if I believe some of them. We'll see how creepy they are. Let me know what you guys think. So, without any further ado, let's get this thing started. So the first video comes from Disney World, and the ride is the Tower of Terror. So if you guys don't know what that is, it's the ride that it's in a hotel that goes up and it drops, I think, like 12 stories deep, I think. Apparently a bellhop that worked there was loading up passengers into the ride. As he was doing so, he died from a heart attack, unfortunately. It's really, really sad. People are saying that they still see his figure, his body, something still riding around inside of the ride. It would freak me out. I know some of you crazy people out there would be like, oh my God, that would be amazing. And you can clearly see that there is something sitting behind him. I don't know if it's real or if it's fake, and it seems like it's the same story that goes over and over and over. I'm gonna think it's real. How would you feel if you were on this ride with just you and your friend, and you go to get the picture at the very end of you guys falling down and screaming, and there's another person sitting next to you? I know I wouldn't feel good. It would freak me out. I don't even know if I would buy the picture. All right, guys, our next story is It's a Small World, or the Small World ride. Small world, it's a small world after all. Whatever you guys know it as, that's where the next one comes from. And in this one, we have two stories that are happening of these ghost hauntings inside Disneyland, which is supposed to be the happiest place on earth. And I don't even know if I believe that anymore, because it's creepy. The first story: late at night, when the park closes, and they're doing their little routine checkups and all this maintenance stuff on these little creatures, figures, Lilo and Stitch, Moana. I don't even know if Moana's there yet, but I'm sure it's gonna be soon. But apparently these little figures without any power come to life. You tell me how that's possible. I searched the internet, there's no videos on it. I don't see any evidence about it. I'm a pretty strong believer in the spiritual world. I don't believe that we are the only things that exist on this planet. It's weird, and dolls are the worst ones. I couldn't have a freaking doll walking around my house like that. The second part of the Small World story, there was somebody who hung themselves inside of the ride, and I don't know how he would have even climbed up there to the top. Here's the picture that's been floating around the internet, and this is from a while back. This is from years and years ago. Supposedly a teenage boy who decided to hang himself inside of this ride, and it makes no sense to me. Like, I don't see a way you can get past this crazy tight-knit security to get all the way up to the top, even from the outside. I don't see it happening. So I don't know if I really believe this one. Plus, if you guys look in the picture, I don't even know if it looks like a human to me. If you guys look real close, it kind of looks like a little doll. I feel like if you would hang yourself, you know, your head would be dangling, you know, like it wouldn't just be straight. Like he looks like Peter Pan flying through the sky. While people were on this ride, they were told to immediately evacuate the ride. They had to get off, they had to go through an emergency exit or something, and supposedly somebody snapped the picture and didn't even know that there was the body there until she went to go pick up the copies of the picture, because it wasn't a cell phone where people could take a picture and you can review it right away. They had to go and get these pictures developed before she could even see it. It just doesn't look real to me. Like, look at the picture, guys. Like, I don't think a body hangs like that. Could you imagine just a rope hanging from your neck? Like, the mass of your weight would be in your underbody. So why would your body be at such a straight angle? Like, you guys should probably look at the picture yourselves. Tell me what you guys think. But I don't think this one's real. It sounds a little too weird for me to believe. So let's move on to the next one. Okay, so the third story is in two different attractions. One being the Haunted Mansion, and the second one being the Pirates of the Caribbean. So apparently a couple had two kids that passed away. She had these two boys cremated, and she had the remains for both of these boys. She decided that since Disneyland was one of their favorite places, that she would let the remains go at Disneyland. I don't blame her. Disneyland is a wonderful place, but I don't know if it's the most wonderful place for human remains. She dumped one of the child's remains in the Haunted Mansion ride, and the second one she dumped in the Pirates of the Caribbean ride. So now there are people reporting pictures of these boys being taken of when they swore that they didn't see anything there when they took these pictures. I couldn't find one on Pirates of the Caribbean, but I did find one on the Haunted Mansion ride. And you already know, if you've been to Disneyland, when you hop into that ride, there are these big domes where you sit in and a little lap bar comes down, and it fits about 3 people comfortably. If you're fat like me, you only get 2. Apparently she snapped this photo, and it looks like a little boy's head was peeking around that picture, and it is f***ing creepy. Take a look at this picture. It is so creepy. I don't know if it's real. The first reason why I don't think this is real is because why would you snap a photo of empty seats across? It doesn't make sense unless you have this crazy low light camera, or you had the time to actually capture a still photo, but you would have to not be moving to capture that much light in to actually get a good picture of these rows of seats. I don't see the purpose of taking that photo. So it just seems a little too staged to me. But even looking at the picture deeper, the hue and the tint of the face is a little off. It looks like it's placed there, but I don't know. I really don't know. As far as the Pirates of the Caribbean goes, I couldn't find any pictures. I just found a bunch of articles of people reporting crying sounds, laughing sounds of little boys when there's no little boys on the ride or there's nothing around. Because if you're riding the Pirates of the Caribbean, the only thing you should be hearing is a bunch of cannons going off. You hear Jack Sparrow and all their crazy voices and characters. So I don't know why you would hear crying sounds or laughing sounds. Who knows? Maybe it's real. Why don't you go to Disneyland and find out? Okay, the next story is the firehouse at Disneyland on Main Street. If you guys didn't know, as soon as you enter the park, on the left side, after you walk the roundabout, there is a firehouse, fire station looking building to your left. And people say the second floor of this firehouse was actually Walt Disney's apartment. And he would host parties there and have VIP guests there. He would stay there for himself. When he would be there at night, he would light a gas lamp to let people know that he was staying there and nobody's welcome to come in. It's his time. It's some Disney time for himself. Shortly after he passed away, a member of the custodial staff was cleaning up after that room, and apparently he turned the light off and the light turned back on. I've experienced way too many things in my life to have just a light turning on right after you turn it off to say it's fake. I'm not gonna go into that right now. Maybe Roger and I will go into that a different video. Maybe we'll have this little story time of all the crazy things we've been through. Yeah, I definitely think that one's real. Let's talk about the Ghost Rider of Space Mountain. Yep, you heard me right. Probably one of your most favorite rides at Disneyland alone. It's definitely mine. I've probably ridden that thing back to back. If the park is empty like 20 times in a row, I would do it 100 if I could. Check out this video where you can see a mist-like figure hopping in the ride when there's only a single rider in that row. So in Space Mountain, there are 2 seats per row. In the video, you can see that in the row where there's one person sitting there and there's one empty seat next to him, this mist-like figure comes in and sits there. That's creepy. And people are saying that it's reflective light, but I don't think you can have reflective light travel like that and then just stop when you're shooting in the same angle. If you were moving around, I get it. But if you look at the video, there is literally a mist-like figure that comes from one end to the other and stops right in the seat. So yeah, I think this one is the scariest one yet. Tell me what you guys think. I don't know how I feel about it. Usually when I go to Disneyland, there's not an empty seat next to me, but the next time you go to Disneyland and you get stuck riding in the seat next to you by yourself, you might want to buy that picture because you never know who you're going to be riding with. So the next video that we have is coming from CCTV cameras from Disneyland themselves. In this video, you can see that there is another mist-like figure that travels in multiple camera angles and they're in sync. The figure is said to be Walt Disney himself walking around Disneyland. You guys need to take a look at this and tell me what you think. The biggest argument of this video, again, like the last one, is reflective light. I don't see it happening. Because when he comes out of one camera to a different camera angle and it's still in sync, that doesn't make any sense to me. How is that possible? I don't know. But after this clip, when you guys see it, let me know what you think. Yeah, crazy, right? Tell me that doesn't look real. If that's not real, then I don't really know what is anymore. Because he travels from camera to camera to camera to camera. It makes no sense at all. If I was Walt Disney and I passed away, I would want to visit what I built. Why would you not want to visit what you built, right? He should be able to ride the rides too. For all we know, it could be Walt Disney hopping on the Space Mountain ride. He could be the Ghost Rider. All right, y'all, that's gonna conclude the video for today. As always, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it didn't steer any of you guys away from wanting to go to Disneyland, because it kind of made me want to do that, but I can't, because Disneyland is my second home. I love that place, and I'm still gonna go. Will I go ghost hunting? Hell no. But as always, we'll see you guys next week. One more time for my boy Restless Roger. Go show him some love, man. He is feeling so sick and down, and there is nothing worse than, I mean, him being sick, of course, but being the friend that can't do anything for him, you know? I know you guys don't really know this, but I'm like 100 miles away from the guy. So I can't do anything for him, but hope and pray that he feels better soon. Go show him some love on his page, on his IG, on his Facebook, on his Twitter, on whatever social media platforms you guys use. Send him a DM. I don't even know what you guys want to do, but just go do something. Show the man some love, baby. As always, stay positive, keep grinding, and keep that brother ship strong, baby, cause we out.